is that they don't evaporate. Oils will evaporate into the vacuum of space and will eventually leave your lubricated surface dry. And
so you think there's any possibility that cooking oil will become a lubrication oil in the future?
Not in space. Not in space.
It might not taste very well in the outer space. But so it is not simply just a free walk because you might just fly away from where you are, or it is not also just a spacewalk attached to a rope. It's more complicated than that, as you suggested.
I think it's more complicated because the astronauts not only walk it himself, but also keep a close contact with another astronauts inside the module, and also, if necessary, I don't know exactly, perhaps he needs some direct links or telecommunications with the control center on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is something emergence happened, the other astronauts inside the ship should help him to get into.
I think it's the camera outside of the orbital modular, and at the position that when the astronaut going out at the first glance, you will see from here this angle.
All right. So it's pitch black outside this Shenzhou 7 now. What is the environment there at now?
It is, of course, it is in outer space. In outer space, there's basically no atmosphere. In fact, there's a very, very thin atmosphere at this altitude.
Well, when I mean atmosphere, I actually mean what's the environment? What kind of surrounding there are?
Yes, the surrounding is almost empty. It's you vacuum in a tank. You vacuum it, and inside is empty. So there is like a empty vacuum environment, but there are still not completely vacuum. There's particles inside, around, mm-hmm. and the particles may come from any directions. Some come from the sun or from the earth or from other directions because the particle running around the magnetic field. So the magnetic field will make the particle going around it.
Yeah. What is this light we're looking at? Where is that light located, Shenzhou 7? Are we looking at from the direction of the re-entry module to the orbital module, or the other way around?
We cannot see very clear. It seems like very bright, either a bright light outside of the modular, or inside is a window. Mm-hmm. We don't really. Mm-hmm.
So there are the danger of particles in outer space.
Particles coming from any directions, so it will penetrate your spacesuit or penetrate the surface of the modular, and the very high energy particle can penetrate the surface, even the surface of the modular, and radiate into your body. So if it comes too much, and the health of human beings will be in danger. Mm-hmm. But at this moment, the sun is in a very quiet situation. So there's every 11 years there's a solar peak, yes. And now we are in the bottom. So it's a very good time for spacewalk. Right now, but they still, if you go out of the spacecraft, you still will suffer from the radiation. But the radiation dose is very little. It's like you take an X-ray or 2 times of X-ray, so it doesn't really hurt. But still, we have to choose a good location to go out of the spacecraft, because at the South Atlantic area, there's anomaly. It's called South Atlantic anomaly. In this area, the
South Atlantic anomaly
is the magnetic field is anomaly, and then the particle will come down to that orbit altitude at 300, 400. So if you our Shenzhou 7 going through that region, we have to be careful. And but of course, in that region is out of Chinese territory, so it is not the region we choose.